What do you say to people who might not be supporting legal marijuana and who see you as helping introduce another, intoxicant to society with all the, social health costs which might be associated with that? What's your response to those kind of criticisms of legal marijuana?
Yeah, I don't think marijuana or cannabis has had a fair shake, right? I really don't. I think it's been demonized over the years. I'm a product of the 70s and 80s, and, I'm a product of the just say no and the potential hazards caused by cannabis. But, unfortunately, it can't be studied right now. It's still illegal, right? So you can't bring it into a lab. You can't bring it into an institution. You can't.
Because of federal laws that essentially ban that with very rare exceptions.
Right, right. And so, it hasn't been given a fair shake, right? We want to bring it out of the darkness and into the light. We don't necessarily claim that there's going to be these, wildly fantastic benefits from it, but let's study it. Like, let's bring it to a lab. Let's find out the actual cannabinoids and see what they do. Let's put it through trials, right? But it's really not a fair judgment for someone to come in and just blatantly say it's another next new drug that's going to be legalized.
But on the other hand, you're being pretty honest by comparing this industry to the alcohol industry. I mean, you're putting it on the same level as alcohol, which obviously can be abused and there's a social cost, but it's legal. We moved out of prohibition, so it seems like there's a little bit more honesty in your argument there than purely putting it in a drug, comparing it to other drugs, legal drugs.
Yeah, look, it's mainstream. It's been mainstream, right? You go to a dispensary and you sit there for 30 minutes, an hour, and you see people come through and buy cannabis. I mean, it's no different than the DMV, right? I mean, you're not seeing the B-reel of some 18-year-old stoner sitting in a park, smoking a joint. I mean, that's not the reality of cannabis.